Good afternoon, and welcome to the Mitch and Mauck'n About the Cards podcast. I'm Mitchell, and live from the farm today. Outside, only thing he's missing is the straw hat and the cup of coffee in the 90-degree weather. Is the mouth of the West, Tyrell Mock. Tyrell, where the hell are you exactly?
I am in northeast Missouri, 14 miles south of Iowa, in a little town called Memphis, Missouri. Uh, Came up here to look at some farms, and my dad lives up here. I'm just gonna sell. We're probably gonna buy a farm. So there you go.
There's your breaking news. The Mock family moving back to Missouri. Probably going to have to sell the Superstition Ranch out in Arizona, so it is for sale if you are watching at a premium.
At a premium. Let's go.
Tyrell, kind of a midweek as always for the Cardinals. They go 2-2 against the Pirates, and Paul Skeens didn't even throw. An okay baseball game last night against the Reds, where they were able to sneak out a win. What is your kind of thought from the week that just happened?
I watched several games. I got on last night to check the score, and it was 5-5 in the ninth, and I was like, "Are you serious?" Then I saw they pulled it out this morning, 7-5. I did not like that Pirate series whatsoever. I don't know. Again, I said it time and time again. They play up their competition. We're down. And here we are all over again, going 2-2. And they didn't, like you said, didn't throw Paul Skeens. You should have went 3-1 in that, and you just got demolished. That one game, 8-0 in the third inning. I was like, goodness gracious. Come on. But I love McGreevy starts. That guy battles through, does a good job on everything like that. So it just another lackluster, but I guess we gained some little bit of ground. So they're never fully out of it. They always keep you guessing. Here we go. We might have some hope. And then they fall flat. But you know what? It's a good week.
5-5 over the last 10. They've won 2 in a row. And of course, they win today. I believe that's called a winning streak. 6.5 out of the final wild card, though, right now. With 1, 2, 3, 4 teams ahead of the Mets, the Reds, where they are playing San Francisco and Arizona. Is there enough runway left as we head kind of into the final month to make a run?
No, we said they had to go 25-7, man. And that's on Sunday. So I don't think you've got enough in you to make that run anymore. I think you're going to play 500 baseball the entire time, or just below 500. I don't think they've got a run in them, but teams surprise you, man.
But there's not, and we're going to talk about that here in a couple topics. The pitching isn't good enough to go out and get you 10 out of 12.
Nope.
12 out of 15 to make a run that they're going to have to do to make up any of the ground. The pitching is just not there.
Your starters can't go long enough, man.
And we're going to talk about this later, but I saw a statistic today. Takeout games started by Miles Michaelis, Eric Fetty, and I forget who the other one is. And Andre Palante. The Cardinals have the best record in baseball. Almost a 65% winning clip when anyone but those three start a game.
And then, we still have to watch Miles Michaels. And you know what? I sent that stat when you showed me that stat. I sent you another one. Michaels has got a 5.04 ERA, and then Palante's got a 5.55 ERA. But we tout Michaelis so goddamn bad. But here we are letting Palante off the hook. I mean, dude's 6-12, and has been lackluster since July. And I don't know why we're not getting Palante more crap. But I think this is the second year in a row he's done that too, where the back half of the season just went to crap.
I'm not a big WAR guy. I know a lot of stat heads are. But if you were to throw a guy who is at a 0 WAR, which is a wins above replacement level, to 1, 0 to 1, it doesn't even have to be a superstar. This team is in the last wild card spot right now. Just one other guy. That's all it would take to be a league average pitcher, and they're in the wild card hunt. Absolutely asinine by the front office not to recognize the lack of pitching.
All because they're thinking, hey, we're just going to rebuild next year, so why even try? And it's just like, well, maybe try, and that's why you're in this situation where the fans aren't coming because you're not trying to us anymore.
Speaking of the rebuild and the runway, our favorite topic, our two favorite guys got hurt. The God Bod, Alec Burleson, and then, of course, Ponzo with a concussion. Can't fault them there. But the Cardinals have called up Prieto. Talk about him in a second. And Jimmy Crooks, their number 1 rated catching prospect. Cardinals Twitter was on fire last night that Pajes was in the lineup, who did hit a 2-run home run, by the way. From what Gould tweeted out, it was because Crooks is playing from Memphis, didn't get to the ballpark in time. Kind of expect him to be in the lineup today. Roughly 28, 30 ball games left, Tyrell. Do you run Jimmy Crooks out there every single day to see what you got? Or are the
Absolutely.
Cardinals going to put him on the bench?
No, you absolutely have to. So I know Pajes might be has run the pitching staff pretty good, but you also that guy's got to be tired now. He's been catching pretty much every day. Why not? What's the problem in trying to see what you got down in Memphis and see? And you know what? Also, you're going to do in case Jimmy Crooks or you're going to stick with Pajes over the next several years. Jimmy Crooks can kind of like Starcase his skills right now and make people might want to trade for him in the winter, and that'd be another good thing. Hey, the catcher we know is a place where we have a lot of potential to trade from. Why not throw him out there every day so you can show his skills?
You've got Crooks, you've got Leonardo Bernal, and then, of course, Reniel Rodriguez, who is at 18, 19 years old, knocking the cover of the ball already. He's probably the guy long term, but he's probably 3 years away. You got a lot of backup catcher options, but you don't really have a guy yet. I like Pajes. I think Pajes is truly, though, a backup catcher. I think Pajes could be one of the best backup catchers in the league. But the fact he's had to play every day has exposed him long term.
And he doesn't have the arm either. Like Cardinals get run on so much. I mean, they're also running off the pitchers, but I mean, they know Pajes doesn't have the arm to get him out.
Right. And of course, we were spoiled for a decade plus with Yadier Molina, almost 20 years of gunning down everything in sight. Crooks grades out very well defensively, which I think will be a huge benefit to the staff. But I think you've got to let him play. You're here. It's really, and we can pimp it any way you want. That they still got a chance. They're not mathematically eliminated yet, but it's probably time just to go ahead, play the kids, figure out what you have, if anything, and what you can do to build on when you kind of go into this off season, the first one under Chaim Bloom.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Our next topic, the restructuring of the minor leagues is already happening. 6-year minor league hitting coordinator Russ Steinhorn posted on X that he was relieved of his duties Friday. Tyrell, is this the first of what we can probably see as mini moves, probably at a lower level? And I'll ask your opinion on the major league coaching staff in a second. But do you think we're going to see a bunch of minor league coaches start to shuffle out the door here in the next probably 2 months?
I think so. I think Bloom has got his fingerprints all over this minor league organization, this restructuring and everything. So I think so. And plus, I mean, 6 years, we haven't developed anybody in 6 years. So why has the guy kept his job this long? So I think it's a good thing. And I think you're actually going to see a lot of shaking and movement going on. I think you're going to bring more pitching development. And I think more hitting development coming in because they haven't developed either one of those in a while. Well, the pitchers are, but I think you're still going to see a lot of major shakeup going on. And I think it's a good thing.
To your point, they haven't developed a hitter in 6 years and he's kept his job. And that's just simply because the DeWitts don't want to pay for 2 hitting coaches when you fire one guy out. The minor league coaches, probably the coordinators are going to be the first guys moved as Chaim Bloom has his philosophies, etc., and starts to kind of implement those at the minor league level. It's going to take a year or two to see it at the big league level. Mm-hmm. What do you think? We haven't heard anything from our insider. What's going to happen to the big league coaching staff as you look at the 26th season? Look ahead a little bit here. Do you see any changes at all? And I'm not just talking Ollie, like coaching staff changes, etc.
I think you're going to stay where you're at. I think I just think because Chaim wants he's going to want to develop the minor leagues and then start the major leagues. And I think he's going to give it one more year with the rebuild, put his stamp on it. But I think Ollie's going to stay. I think Blake's going to stay. Brown's probably going to be re-signed for one more year. It'll be their last year because everybody's on that contract. Brown was on a 1-year contract. I think they all stay. Plus, Dolly, for all his faults and being a Mo guy, he doesn't do bad with the young guys and the messaging he has for them. I just don't think he's the guy to lead you into the future like you want him to be.
Historically, you look at any sport, the NBA, the NFL, even Major League Baseball, heck, even some colleges, college football as well. The guy who leads the team through the rebuild never gets to see the finished product.
Yep.
So by the time they're ready to compete, that's when you bring in your proven winner. The Yankees, and you've referenced this guy several times, Buck Showalter has always been the guy to get you through the rebuild, and then when it's time to win, he's showing the door.
Yep. Mark Jackson, Steve Kerr, Golden State.
Yep.
Same type of thing. So, yeah, that's exactly how it works every time. And Buck Showalter, time and time again, has been that guy, and I feel bad for him. Hell, he left right as the Diamondbacks got to the World Series. And like, damn, dude, I'm sorry for you.
And he got canned for Joe Torre right before the Yankee dynasty began.
Yep. Every time.
Good baseball man, and so you got to wonder if that's probably going to be the philosophy. Let Ollie ride it out. Then you got a potential lockout in 27. By then, they might be ready to compete, and we can bring in a proven baseball guy who knows what that's going to look like in 2 years. As far as the staff goes, if Skip Schumacher gets a big league job somewhere else, I see John Jay maybe jumping ship, maybe Descalso, depending on
they're all pretty tight.
What kind of role they're offered there. But the core guys, the pitching coach, the hitting coach, the base coaches, they're all probably here at least until the rebuild is over.
Boy, Matt Holliday looks like the smartest guy to turn down a job I've ever seen looking at this thought process now.
And that's a guy who, when they're ready to reload, depending on who the next manager is, his kids will have kind of established their careers at this point, and Matt Holliday could be looking to get back in. He is going to be the hitting coach for Team USA in the World Baseball Classic, just to kind of keep himself out there, etc. Yachty's going to be managing a team. Albert's managing a team. So there's all your possibilities of some future guys who could be, brought back in, even though we need an outside voice guy.
Yes.
Those are all guys who are going to be kind of hot when this job comes open.
Yep. I think you need that for sure.
I apologize.
No, you're
How good of a job is the Cardinals' job nowadays? Sports Illustrated, 2013, around this time, had the article "The Cardinal Way" with all the pictures on the front cover. It was the best organization in baseball, top to bottom, how it was ran. Is it still a premier job?
Bro, you're a mid-organization now. There's no way. This is not like, we might tout ourselves being the best fans of baseball, which we are still pretty educated fans and everything. I don't think this is one of those because your ownership's not willing to spend money. You're going to go through a rebuild. You don't know how long it's going to take, and the general manager is going to have his blueprint all over that. So I don't think, unless you're the right guy or can agree with Bloom's philosophy and how he's going to run it, I don't think this is a primo job like it once was.
I would argue when La Russa retired after the 2011 World Series, it was the best job in baseball. Take out the media in New York, etc. It was the best job in baseball. And now, a generation later, it's like you said, it is a mid-level job at this point. It's not Pittsburgh. It's not Tampa. It's not the White Sox or the Rockies.
Cincinnati.
But it's not the Cubs. It's not Milwaukee or the Dodgers, etc.
Milwaukee. I don't understand that. Milwaukee is the same as the Cardinals used to be, and how they've flip-flopped that philosophy and how they win. That's an impressive organization. That's probably the best organization in baseball right now.
Oh, absolutely. You're same size market as St. Louis, kind of bigger town, blue collar, kind of crowd, and they figured it out. Top 5 in a minor league system. They spend money on free agents. They go make trades. It's a well-run group now. Kind of smart money. The Cardinals spend money, just not very smart, as we've kind of gone over a few times.
Yeah.
There are certain content makers, and I know you guys are watching. Hi, thanks for stealing our content. Who are talking about jump-starting the rebuilding process by spending $400 million on Kyle Tucker. Tyrell, do you see the Cardinals ever spending that kind of money on a guy? And then I've got a couple of guys I want to run by you who I think could jumpstart this rebuild for the money that they're going to pay Kyle Tucker, would allegedly pay Kyle Tucker. $400 million.
Yeah, they didn't offer the best player in baseball 12 years ago with Pujols. Actually, 14 now. They didn't offer him the max deal that he could have got. So no, they're never going. They're going to be tightwads. I'd say tightwads. That's not the right. They're going to be tight with their money and smart with their money, like the DeWitts have been. Hell, Matt Holliday was what, 180 or 80? Like I don't see him doing that, man. It's never been their philosophy. They've always been a build from without or within. I don't think so. That $400 million, they're staying out. And plus, we've also seen, just as a whole, these 10-year contracts they're not good by the end. Hell, he might be 28, but even if he's 38, those last 4 years are going to be hell on your franchise.
See, Nato, for example.
Yeah.
Do you think he's done, by the way? He hasn't even started his rehab yet. It's Monday, September 1st. Is he going to play again this year? Or
I
is he
don't
ever
think
going to
he's
play
gonna
again?
play. I think his ego or his ability will make him play again, but I don't think he's playing the rest this year. I think he's going to take the rest off. He might, I think he's done this year. And it'd be smart money on him just to do that. Just sit back, heal, get better for next year. Because he's had that shoulder injury for longer than you think he has. He said it's just been this year, but he's been having decreased power for a while now. I think it's been going on for a while, and I think he should just set it out the rest of the year. And that's nothing against him. I love Nato. I think his defense plays all the time, but I just don't. I don't think it'd be smart for him to do it. Plus, he could trade in the off season. I mean, show your skills there. I think he's done.
I've got 3 moves that I kind of came up with that I thought were realistic, not like Kyle Tucker, that I think will jumpstart the rebuild, and I want you to tell me yes or no. My first one, 2 years, $30 million. I'm signing JT Rulamado, catcher. He's 34 years old. He's a veteran. He's got some pop. With my plan being, he's going to do it for 2 years. Jimmy Crooks is going to caddy for him, and by then our wave of catchers will be ready to go when he's on the back end. 2 years, $30 million is what I'm offering the veteran catcher, former All-Star, still a mid-level bat, high end for a catcher with a young pitching staff. Yes or no?
Take more, but yes, he knows how to handle pitching staff really well. I could see him, and hell, he handled that pitching staff in Miami great before he went to Philly. So I think, and that was a young pitching staff. So I could see that would be a good. I like that signing, and plus he can play DH too. But I mean, you got 17 DHs on your roster right now anyway. Yeah.
My second move, I'm gonna go ahead. This one's gonna be a little weird. I'm gonna send Graceffo. I'm gonna send Lars Newbar, and I'm gonna send Tink Hens for Brandon Lowe, second baseman.
Ooh. Okay.
Power, steady defense, big bat. I'm Chaim Bloom. I'm familiar with Brandon Lowe. That spot is locked down now.
Bro, he's a smart base runner too.
Yes.
Yeah, they saw that stat on him the other night. He's got 20 steals, and I was like, "What? This dude? What? That doesn't make it." But as a second baseman having that, yeah, that'd be. I have
He's
no
a
problem
2020
with it.
guy.
Yep, I have no problem getting rid of him or doing that trade. That'd be a great trade. And you talk about steady. Like I said, your position's locked down. I don't have a problem with that. Hinks is your Alex Reyes of this generation. Graceffo, we always got more arms. You always got a closer potentially coming. So that actually sounds pretty fun. I like that.
And the last one, and I'm going to get blown to shreds on this one. I am shipping out Jordan Walker. I am shipping out Quinn Matthews.
Okay.
Shipping out Don. This franchise needs one thing. We need a superstar.
Uh-huh.
That superstar to the Anaheim Angels, Mike Trout. He's a half of what he used to be, but he's better than what we got. We need a superstar. He needs to play in baseball heaven. Get him out of Anaheim. Get him out of the abyss. Put him in right field. Bat him second. Let's see what happens. So now I've added JT. I've added Brandon Lowe. And I've added a superstar in Mike Trout to go around our young talent for the rebuild.
Oh, I love it. I love it. But are Angels picking up any of that contract?
If they pick up some of it, I'll throw in more. But otherwise, my other plan was I'm gonna dump Nato's $30 million somewhere. Doesn't matter where to even out Trout's $30 million.
Okay.
It's a contract swap.
Yeah, and Anthony Rendon is not what they thought he was going to be for them anyway. So yeah, okay. So you're swapping that. You know what? You can dump Nato on them too. I want to see if they take that.
Let him play in LA that way.
Yeah, he can go play in LA that way and make him a little bit happier. Wow.
But Mike Trout jumpstarts the franchise. It's the bolt of adrenaline they need. St. Louis has lacked a superstar since Pujols left.
And he's closer, that much closer to Philadelphia. Okay. Yeah.
Give the fans what they need. We deserve a superstar. We can't develop one. Let's go trade for one.
No, I actually low-key kind of like that. You're giving up a lot, but you talk about, but you got plethora of left-handers. Yeah.
I got left-handed hitting for days. I don't need Gorman anymore. JJ's going to play third for us.
Yep.
Lovo I just traded for is playing second. Donnie is no longer got a use on this team.
Walker needs to change the scenery.
I've got an outfield of Trout, of Scott or Church, and then we can throw anybody in. And then Herrera's going to play left.
Yeah.
I just dealt from our strengths.
You did.
Quill hurt, but Liam Doyle's going to take that spot anyway.
Yeah.
I can't have four lefties in the rotation in 2029.
Yep. We cannot. You know what? To get something, you got to give it up. But I've never been a problem with that. And he's a proven major league talent. These guys aren't proven yet. Go ahead, do it. We want to hold on to these prospects so tight that we don't want to trade them out. And that was the strength that we used to do, is trade from our strengths to get good bats that we couldn't develop. I think it's a great idea. Do it. Let's go. Fuck it. I'm in.
Now we've revamped the whole lineup instantly, and we're still playing young guys. Wynn and JJ on the left side of the infield. You still got Herrera, Contreras, who looks a lot better in this lineup than the before.
And you know what? You're protecting JJ too. You get a superstar in there. They're more going to be focused on Trout. Allows him, kind of like we did with McGuire and Pools. We were all focused more on McGuire, and Pools came out of nowhere. You know what? That would be a good move. Good move.
You can protect. You put Herrera in the 2 spot in front of Mike Trout, so he's going to see fastballs. And that guy's going to eat. Herrera's an all-star. And with and then you have Brandon Lowe protecting a Mike Trout.
Right.
Mason Wynn at the top of that lineup with some speed.
Wow. You talk about a good lineup right there. That's a good lineup. That's a really good lineup. And all it does is cost money. Yeah.
Yeah, Trouts are owed $32 million. Most of that can be deferred. If we can dump Nato, who's going to decide when he sees what we're doing that he wants to stay all of a sudden, I tell him, great, but you're going to caddy for JJ. You better learn to play first base.
Man.
Because that glove still plays. That glove
Yeah, 100%.
So that's it.
Wow.
So go ahead and blow us up in the chat on why Mike Trout is old and we don't need him. He's still a superstar. In a sport that lacks superstars, he is a superstar.
Yes, he is. That's a ticket seller right there. That gets people in the door. That gets you more Sunday night ESPN games too.
All about that almighty dollar.
Sir.
Sunday night on Tubi or whatever the hell we're going to be watching it on this next TV contract. Monday, the September call-ups happen. You've got Contreras facing a suspension. He's going to appeal. My guess is he's trying to hold out till Monday when the call-ups happen. He'll get 3 games. Burley won on the DL. Do you have any guesses on who they're going to probably bring up, Tyrell? It's most likely going to be one arm and one position player. Is it time for Blaze Jordan?
Ooh, yeah, bring him up. I mean, why not? You traded for him for a reason. You want to see what he's got. The clock's not really going to start in September, so he'll be fine there. I also think they're going to bring up that 30-year-old pitcher. I forget his name. We already talked about during the beginning of the pod. 30-year-old pitcher in Memphis right now, just to eat innings, not for anything else. But you need to protect your bullpen a little bit because they've been throwing a lot of innings because Miles only goes 4 to 5 innings. Pilante only goes 4 to 5 innings. You're stretching your bullpen out a lot. Sonny's going better, but Libby's hitting that innings well too. So you need somebody that's going to eat innings for your guys. I mean, because Miles doesn't go long, Libby don't go long anymore. Miles, I mean, you need somebody. So I think bringing him up will help out. McGreevy and
I believe
Sonny
you're referencing Aaron Wilkerson.
Yes, Aaron Wilkerson. Yeah,
he's 6-3 in Memphis with a sub-4 ERA, 133 innings, 104 strikeout, 1 whip. I mean, that's solid for Memphis. That's nothing special, but it's okay. Like that's especially if you're looking for a guy just to eat innings.
Yep.
Looking at Blaze right now, he's hitting 281 through the whole season in AAA. Like it might be time to give him a push here and kind of see where we go.
And what everybody else is hitting? Gorman's hit at 245. I mean, yeah. Bring him up. Let's see that again. Approximately, yeah. Let's bring him up. Yeah. I'm always, especially in September, and this is becoming closer and closer, more significant being a lost season. Go ahead and bring these guys up. Let's see what we have a little bit. Get a little bit. I'm going Monday. I hope somebody's there to see. See you at the dugout. I'll wave at you.
Have you looked at the? Have you had to see who the pitching matchup is for Monday? Whose turn
I
it
have
is?
not. I think it should be Sunny. If I did the math right, it should be Sunny's on Monday, which would be fun to go see Sunny pitch. I haven't seen him pitch yet.
MLB.com does list Sonny Gray as the starter on Monday.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah,
Hey,
we're right behind the
speaking of
dugout
pitching,
too.
since 2010, can you name every pitcher to start a game for the Cardinals? And there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 7 of them
Since
in the last
2010,
15 years. Yeah, since 2010.
Carp, Wayno. I think Miles started one, didn't he?
He started
Uh,
2, actually.
my Carlos, Tsunami had to have. Did they give one to Waka?
No.
Okay. Sonny, obviously. I think he started one. Yeah. Ooh, man. Then I am. Oh, did they? No, he didn't. Flaherty start one?
Yeah, Jack got 1.
Jack got one? Okay. That's the only ones I could think of off the top of my head that's
Hey,
started
you
that would.
got 6.
Yes!
You're missing Kyle Loesch.
Oh, dude. Low key, I like Kyle Loesch a lot. Was one of my. I like that pickup we did for him.
He was, kind of a throwaway in 2010, but really kind of stepped up in the 11 and 12 seasons. Got
Yeah.
the start in the 2012 opener. Carp, I think, was a little banged up, so it was Kyle Loesch who got the ball that day.
Okay.
Finally, this afternoon, as I'm trying to get back to watch Texas. The Cardinals officially have 4 caps. They got the red home cap, the Navy, the Sunday cap, and then of course the STL City Connect. Which one's your favorite?
The Navy. I've always liked the Navy in red. I don't look good
The
in.
Navy is
I don't.
clean.
Yeah, I don't look good in red as a hat. So Navy's always been my favorite. I do like the Lou City Connect though. That's one I kind of dig. But no, I've always been a Navy guy. I'm kind of sad they've gone away from that a lot. They don't really wear that hat that often. I'm talking about the Navy STL one, not the Navy with
Yeah,
the bird on the
when they
back.
play red teams are primarily red, like Cincinnati. They wear the
Yeah,
Navy, and I was watching it last night. And I was like, that Navy's so clean. They need to
so
go back
clean.
to that full
Yep,
time on the road.
yep.
Just a different look.
It is, and it's one of those that just is like you said. It's clean. It gives you a good vibe, and I get it. Cardinals are a red team, but that's such a pretty hat.
May have
Yeah,
to head to my local lids and grab one now.
yes, sir.
That's going to kind of wrap us up for the afternoon. There's college football galore on. Happy Labor Day weekend. Sadly, we will not be going live tonight. Life has kind of got in the way, so we're not going to link up this time. We're going to try again this winter. Tyrell, enjoy your trip back home. We will catch you on the trip on the way home next time.
All right, that's good. Thanks for listening, everybody.
Tyrell Mock. I am Mitchell Jenkins. This has been a Mitch and Tyrell About the Cards podcast. We will see you later this week.